What's up, gang? It's your boy D Brooks. It's gonna be a long day today, man. We're getting the car tuned. I gotta do the fuel system setup. Gotta run wiring to 2 relays. It's gonna be a lot, man, but we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna get it on the dynos today. And we gotta switch the wheels off the blue Regal onto the conduit money Regal because I wanna make sure I have some decent tires on the dyno. So we got a lot of flexing to do today. There's supposed to be a Y in this package. All right, gang. So we're running tight on time. It's approximately like 1:30. We got to get to the tuner at like 5. I've got the fuel tank out. Yeah, I got the fuel tank out and fuel pump out over there. And basically, what I'm going to be doing is I gotta go to the store and get some 3/8 line. Basically, I'm gonna go from this 5/16 to the Kemzo, this 3/8 to the Walbro 450, and then this is gonna go to the bulkhead. So, to make things a little bit simpler to explain here, I'm gonna show you guys. Kemzo's going over here like this. On this side, Kemzo's on this side of the Y, the 450's on this side of the Y, the bulkhead's coming out of the sending unit like that. Alright, so that's how we're gonna do it, guys. We gotta hustle though. Running low on time. As you can see, I'm sweating, trying to get this stuff done. I gotta get some 3/8 fuel line. I also need to adjust my shifter before we leave too, if I can, so y'all stay tuned. All right, gang, so this is my new fuel system right here. So I got a Walbro 450 and a Kemzo 380 going into a Y 6AN, which is 3/8 basically. And we're gonna see if we can get busy. I got a bulkhead fitting on here so I can run the extra wiring for the second pump. Yeah, man, we're gonna throw them in there sideways, kind of like sloppy mechanics. Shout out to sloppy mechanics. Yeah, we're gonna do it like that, so y'all stay tuned. We're running late, guys. We're a little bit behind. We're supposed to be there at 5:30, but we're running a little late. So, all right, guys. So we didn't make it. I mean, we're here at the shop. We're here at the shop, but basically I got here late and I was trying to push it too hard, and he's gonna do a couple of things on the computer. I'm not gonna be able to get on the dyno today, but I'm gonna pay him for to look at my computer and stuff like that, and then he's gonna apply that to my tune price, so that way we're not pushing. We're getting there, guys. It's just basically ran out of time, and there's a lot of residential people living back there, so we don't want to be on it too late. And yeah, that's pretty much what it boils down to. He wants to make sure we get enough time on the dyno to make adjustments, and so we're not having issues and letting it cool down and different things like that. But I'll get another date hopefully here soon, and get it back in here, or get it on the dyno at least. So as you guys can see, I am wore out, man. I was fighting that car, waiting on parts to get in. I mean, I waited till the last minute on the E85 stuff, and that's really my fault. You had to really, I got to wait for the funds to get there and stuff. But it did run. It ran on the E85 on the way here. I mean, but, it's not ideal, It's not ideal to run it like that until you really know it's safe. I did change the oil before we got here. So it's got, fresh oil in it. It's got the E85 in it, 2 fuel pumps. And I'm gonna see about getting these injectors flowed just to make sure that they're all working properly. You know, it's been said that people have had issues with the snake eater injectors and stuff, so I want to make sure that I'm not having issues. And really, that's the only way you can find out, if you go ahead and get them flow tested, or, you know, obviously all your fuel ratios are perfect. So I'll catch y'all back on in a minute. All right, guys, recap for today. We started off with trying to put 2 fuel pumps in, which we did, and we caught hell doing it. If I could do it again, I'd probably make those hoses longer, and I would do it without a baffle. There's a baffle in this tank, and it's small, so like your fuel, you know, you have that little baffle for when you run low on fuel. Well, the problem with that is, for my situation, I don't have much room for my fuel pumps because I got them everywhere. Now, they do have a kit that you can get. It's a lot more money, but I'm probably just going to go ahead and see what I can do about the baffles or whatever. If not, I'll have to get the other situation. I don't want to do that. But as you can see, I got a big red wire going across my engine bay. We talked about this, me and Swaps talked about this, and I almost had it right, but I forgot. This is like 12 right here. But at the very end of that wire, I had like some 16, which was okay for my last fuel pump, you know what I mean? It was just at the very end. And well, I forgot that it was there, and I was basically gonna feed both relays off of this wire, because I was like, okay, I could feed both relays. All the magic happens after the relay. That's when you need your bigger wire. Well, I definitely found out that we need a decent size wire before the relay if I'm gonna feed both of these pumps, both of these relays. So we got that going. We're gonna address that. It's not a big deal. We'll just run I'm probably just gonna run them completely parallel instead of trying to run them both off the same leg here. I'm just gonna run them completely parallel. They're both gonna have their own direct connection to the battery from the relay. So the relay will have its own direct connection from the battery. It's not gonna come off a terminal block. It's gonna be a terminal block, not that one, because that one's corroding. But it's gonna have its own terminal block, and I might just move and put a terminal block like right here. So all my 12 volts are there. I'll run a big wire to the terminal block and have all my 12 volts except for the one from the Holly. They really want you to have that straight to the battery. But yeah, man, this is what we doing, man. We got basically all the a lot of the cars are outside right now. As you guys can see, we got a couple G bodies out there, just a couple of them, and got this one right here. And then I'm working on the Suburban for a customer right now. It's starting to come together. We got the soap in the corner, but it's starting to come together. This is a 6.0 bread basket, or the bread box, TBSS intake, 4080, Holly. These are the circuits that I'm gonna keep. I gotta loom them up. I'm actually gonna have him, yeah, we're gonna get some loom, so we're gonna put them in there. A lot of times I have a little bit of extra loom from this, but we're gonna probably need some loom because we got them going separate directions. But yeah, man, that was the day. It was crazy, it was hectic. You know, it'd be like that sometimes. I wanted to get it on the dyno. I wanted to see what this thing made, but sometimes it's just not meant to happen when you want it to happen. I tried to force it. I spent a lot of time trying to get it there. And it just wasn't meant for me to get on the dyno today. And that's fine, you know. I need new tires on the car anyways. I need new tires. I want to go in there and do the circuits for the fuel pumps again, just, you know, the home runs, and you know, just tighten up some more stuff, man. We went there, we talked, he gave me a little bass tune, and, you know, just tightened up what I already had, you know, and I was like, here, man, I just don't want to waste your time, because, you know, I know you would set aside this time for me, but I was already, you know, 45 minutes late, so, you know, it is what it is. But you know, I apologize for that, because I hate, you know, that I was late. I thought I was gonna make it there in time, but that wire had melted, and I had to diag that, like, why ain't I getting power, you know? Immediately, you know, I'm like, where's the fuse? I found the fuse, and then I'm like, I gotta get some wire, and I had that extra wire from one of my probably from when I put the Holly in here. That was the wire that they had in that Holly, you know, that big 10 gauge for the computer is big wire. So also, you know, he was in agreement with me. He thinks my wideband is sticking or kind of reading slow, so I'm gonna put the different wideband in, and I'm gonna head back over there as soon as we get a date, mainly, you know, to see what numbers we make and to see how much he can squeeze out. You know, I don't, every time I get an extended amount of time before I go to dyno, I'm always trying to make, you know, bigger gains. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll get these injectors before I go back, or maybe, you know, I'll get 2 450s instead of 1 450 and 1 380. I'll go back in there and put 2 450s in there, and then jump up to them 1300s, 1500s, and then we looking like, you know, big boy power. But, you know, that's really what's, you know, that's the limiting factor when you come to, you know, you got your map sensor, you got your fuel, you know, and your fuel line. If you got 8 or half-inch line and big fuel injectors, you know, you in the position to make power. We pretty dang on close now, you know. And he was telling me, he was like, man, look, I've seen some people make 700-800 horse on 3/8 line. So he was like, your 6 is fine, and that's on his dyno. So we'll see, man. It is a 5.3, but we'll see. But I did want to give y'all, you know, a breakdown on what's going on, man. So y'all stay tuned, man. Keep watching the channel. Rock with your boy. You know, we trying to make it happen. It's gonna work out, y'all. Y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.